about the 100 minutes that changed my life. Back in the year 2001, we were living in Buenos Aires, Argentina. We had a nearly perfect life. We had a beautiful house. We were surrounded by friends and family. We had great jobs. Our daughters were doing great. Everything was wonderful. But as the saying goes, nothing lasts forever. And so it was with us too. Out of the blue, I lost my job. And a few months later, my husband lost his job. At that point, I started having a dream. I was dreaming of moving to Florida. I had never been to Florida. I didn't know anything about Florida. I had just read that Florida had beautiful weather, had the warmth of the Latin culture, lots of job opportunities, and given the fact that the four of us are American citizens, my dream made a lot of sense to me. So I shared my dream with my husband, and he was not that excited because he thought that moving a family to a new place, a new country, was quite difficult unless we knew somebody there, somebody who could help us settle down, give us some tips. So I was a little bit disappointed. Several weeks later, I got a letter in the mail. It was from our local phone company. I opened it, and guess what it said? They were giving us 100 free minutes to call long distance anywhere in the world. Keep in mind, 2001, we didn't have Skype nor WhatsApp, and long distance phone calls from Argentina were very expensive. So I called some friends in Switzerland, some friends in Italy, and then it occurred to me to call our friend Guillermo, who lives in Madrid. Unfortunately, Guillermo did not answer the call. Someone else answered. And this person told me that Guillermo was no longer living there, that he had moved. And I asked the person, where did he move to? He said, Guillermo moved to Fort Lauderdale. I was disappointed and sad. Then I thought, excuse me, where is Fort Lauderdale? Fort Lauderdale is in Florida. Wow, and that ended our conversation. After I hung up the phone, I dialed quickly the international operator, and I was able to find Guillermo's phone number in the United States. I called him, and he answered. And I was very happy to talk to him. Guillermo and his wife Gloria were instrumental in giving us wonderful advice about life in the United States, in Florida. And specifically, he was living in Weston. So after some detailed planning with my husband, one day we found ourselves in Buenos Aires in our house, totally surrounded by boxes. Everything was in a box, except my husband, my daughters, myself, and the dog.
Thank goodness.
The movers arrived on the agreed date and packed up our entire household, and everything in the truck. The next thing we knew was that we were moving. We arrived here. Our friend Guillermo introduced us to all his friends, and was awesome. He even introduced us to the parish priest, and that was wonderful. Today, 11 years later, I want to tell you that that was the best decision we ever made. Not only because we have a much better life here, our daughters graduated from college, the four of us are working, we're happy, but the most important thing is that we deepened our relationship with God since we're living here. And to us, that is our greatest treasure. So dear fellow Toastmasters, this is the end of a true story. The story of the 100 minutes that changed my life.
Wow.